Okay, I'm totally exhausted. Is anyone else exhausted? I just watched episode 8 of the most fantastic season of American Horror Story in history, and I am worn out because I was on the edge of my seat hyperventilating at every single scene. Yeah, it's that good. But before we get into what happened in this episode, we need to talk because there's only 2 episodes left. And you guys know I had a theory about the twist, about the show within the show. Well, I have a new theory about the finale because I think this is a show within a show within a show. Again, we still have never seen the opening theme song to American Horror Story. Do you think that's weird? I think that's super weird, and I definitely think that's on purpose. Have you ever felt like you've been in a situation where something was off, something just didn't add up, all of the pieces just didn't fit together? Well, that's kind of how I would like to describe this season. Even after the twist, there's just some things that aren't freaking adding up, okay? So here's the thing. I'm going to give you my 2 biggest examples of why I think we're all being played and why I think that this season is essentially fake. Now, again, I love this season, so there's no hate at all toward this season. I absolutely love it. But I do think the viewers are definitely getting played with this season. My number 1 example of why we are getting played or how we're getting played is the scene when the Kathy Bates character, Agnes, is killed by the ghost butcher, okay? Again, at this point, we're supposed to assume that Sydney and all of the production crew are dead. I can buy into the fact that maybe they have all these cameras scattered throughout the house and outside the house, so they're getting the action that way. But if you will take a look at that scene, or maybe you remember that scene, there were close-up shots of the butcher's face, close-up shots of Kathy Bates' face, and she didn't have a camera. And it wasn't like a Blair Witch thing that she was like, doing a vlog or something where she was filming herself. So tell me who was filming that, okay? That doesn't add up. Now, secondly, my other biggest example of why we're all being played, this is all fake, this is a show within a show, is the Polk Weed House, okay? I can buy there being some cameras out there because, yes, that was a part of the first story that we were told, the documentary. But I find it a little weird that they're all filming themselves. They themselves are filming. Now, yes, they appear to be filming like on Motorola Razors or something, but that doesn't add up either. Look at that footage that they are claiming came from a 1999 flip phone. Can you imagine? Do you remember? I mean, I don't even know if some of those things had video, but the ones that did, do you think it would look like that? Do you think it would look that crisp and clean and match up with the rest of the cameras around the house? Absolutely not. I'm not buying that. We had a scene in this episode where they were chasing the fake Lee. It looked like there was a freaking night vision camera, okay? Okay. Something is not right here. And what I think is going on, and what will be revealed in the last episode of this season, the finale, is that we watched a reality show that was also just as fake as the documentary we watched. I mean, I guess the documentary supposedly actually took place, the events, but the documentary was fake, everyone was an actor, blah, blah, blah. Well, I think this reality show, I think everyone's acting again. I think they're in on it. I think it was for ratings. I think it was intended for this fake audience, not even us really, for the other alternate universe of America where people were watching this show and they loved it and they were all, captured by it because everything crazy was happening in it. But I think we're going to find out at the end that actually nobody died and that everyone was acting once again. All right, some stuff we need to talk about in this episode, which was phenomenal. This episode was packed with stuff. I mean, packed with action. Oh my God. So we have Lee, who, yes, they were actually eating her leg, or supposedly in this reality show. And it goes further. They cut, Finn, who is one of the Polks, cuts off her ear to pickle it for Christmas, cuts into her shoulder. She does cocaine so that she doesn't feel anything. Oh my God, so much stuff happened with her. She confesses to killing Mason, which my jaw dropped to the floor. Now, that's a little weird to me too. She confesses on this Motorola flip phone video because she wants her daughter to see it in case she dies. Now, okay, so you want your daughter, who knows that you died in these terrible circumstances, to know that you also killed her dad, so her life is going to be screwed forever? No, I don't buy that either. Something, again, is not right. Okay. So then she acts like she's going to have sex with him so that, I figured this would happen, she could actually overpower him. And it looks like he's dead. I'm not completely confirmed on that, but we pretty much think she killed him. So then we also have some other crazy stuff going on. Dominic and real Shelby are in a lot of trouble because they're in this house with every freaking ghost from this season. Plus, all of the colonial people and the real butcher are outside. But we have the pig man, we have the girl that's like scaling the walls, we have the creepy nurses who are my least favorite villains in this show. And they try to barricade themselves in the room. I don't know how they're going to get out, but Shelby starts freaking out, and I knew something crazy was going to go down, and she feels so much guilt for killing Matt that she slices her throat and kills herself. But it was so dramatic, and you know, because you watched it. Okay, so then we have fake Lee and fake Shelby being held captive by the freaky grandma Polk and then other two guys, and they try to take fake Lee's tooth out, and their, whatever they're using, the tool they're using breaks. She's able to escape, and she actually leaves fake Shelby behind. She's gonna die. She has to die. So fake Shelby, Grandma actually gets a tooth from her, but thankfully Lee comes in, overpowers Grandma, kills Grandma brutally, and she's able to free fake Shelby. So they go back into the house. That's when they discover Matt is dead. At this point, Lee's life is like completely falling apart. She's having a breakdown. They find Dominic, and they don't believe his story, which was the truth, I guess, in this fake reality. And so they lock him outside. It's all of Lee's fault. And Pigman comes and appears to kill him, although we don't have the confirmation on that. Okay, and so then the ending of this episode, somebody shows up at the door in a pig mask, and we think it's Pigman, and it's actually Wes Bentley, who is the butcher's son who I've been asking about. Where the heck is he? And he's like, no, wait, it's me. Okay. And then we see a preview with like some guy in like I don't know, like a hat for construction almost, or something you would use for camping with a light at the top. I don't know who this person is. It also looks like they're back in the studio of some sort, like a television studio. It's all over the place. Plus, with Ryan Murphy's tweet that Lana from Asylum, who's played by Sarah Paulson, is a character in this season. You have to be kidding me, because guess what else? Thaisa, I still haven't seen her. Yes, she was credited. Was she the crawling girl? I don't know. You tell me. I couldn't see her face that clearly. If so, that's kind of a waste because I like her. She's a good actress. I did call her Thaisa, right? I know. I got all the comments. I got them. Thank you. But anyway, my mind is blown. My mind is completely blown, but I love what they're doing. Whether they're tricking us or not, I'm all about it. I personally think that Ryan Murphy is making a statement on our current society, who is so obsessed with reality shows they would actually sit through a reality show knowing that everyone died in it but one person, and actually watch real death on TV. Because we don't have that on TV now. But I think he's trying to make a statement about our society, that we're just so twisted that we would actually watch that type of footage every single week. I'm sure it's even higher rated than the documentary. And I think that's what's going to be the wrap up of this entire show, that it rated even higher than the documentary My Roanoke Nightmare. And I think that Lana is writing a book about this experiment. And that's what I think is going to happen, and that's how she ties in. I could even see her interviewing the actors because no one died, and that's what I think happens. You can feel free to agree or to disagree. I would love to hear your thoughts and theories about my theory down below. And also, what do you think of this season? If you dislike it, that's fine. I do see some comments of people who freaking hate this season. So opinions make the world go round. But anyway, I'm covering all of this season of American Horror Story. And I know, sadly, there's only 2 more episodes. But I would love it if you would subscribe, check out the other shows I cover, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it and if you're enjoying this season. I can't wait till next week. I hope you can come to my live show next week. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Bye, guys.